What if dreams were more than just dreams? From haunting dream worlds to reality-warping nightmares, these must-watch films and shows will leave you questioning everything. Here are 10 must-watch shows and movies if you love dreams. Number 1. Lucid Dream. This is a South Korean science fiction mystery thriller released in 2017. A father devastated by the loss of his son 3 years ago struggles to find him. Using lucid dreams, he uncovers a crucial clue about his child's disappearance. Determined, he follows the lead in hopes of bringing his son home. This has an intriguing premise, even though the execution could have been a little bit better. And I don't know if some of the choices were made specifically because of the K-drama genre, and so maybe they just belong to that type of series and I'm not as familiar to them as I could. But I have one more Korean recommendation for you just in a bit, and be aware that both of these contain some brutal violence, even if it's just in a handful of scenes. But aside from that, it's still worth watching, specifically because we see the main character lucid dreaming. And I don't know about you, but I do lucid dream. Not as often as I wish, but it's... whoa, it's an experience. Number 2. Silva and the Book of Dreams. This is a teen fantasy sci-fi drama released in 2023 based on the Silva trilogy of books. Liv moves to London and meets a group of boys who practice dream travel. Together, they perform a ritual to make their greatest dream come true. However, the ritual requires a heavy and dangerous sacrifice. I found it enjoyable despite not being the target audience. I think even the books are young adult, but the concept is mesmerizing and there are so many possibilities that this premise unlocks. The story is not finished and that's quite concerning because I don't think we will see a sequel, unfortunately. I don't think enough people even realize that this exists, and that's why I fear we won't see the end of the story, but I still think it's worth watching if you're into dreams, of course. Number 3. Inception. This is a sci-fi action movie released in 2010, and if you're here and you haven't watched it yet, what are you doing? A skilled thief uses dream-sharing technology to steal secrets from people's subconscious. He's given a chance at redemption when asked to plant an idea in a CEO's mind, a task that seems impossible. As he faces the challenge, his tragic past threatens to ruin the mission and put everyone at risk. This is an absolute masterpiece. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've been hearing about Inception more than once. But what's truly fascinating about Inception and dreams is that it focuses on the architectural aspect of it, so the structural side of dreams, as well as multiple levels of consciousness, which I mean, we need to see more movies about this topic. Number 4. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This is a sci-fi romantic drama released in 2004. After a painful breakup, Clementine decides to erase all memories of her ex-boyfriend Joel. In response, Joel undergoes the same procedure to forget her as well. As their memories fade, they both face the heartache of losing each other, despite their deep connection. In this movie, we basically see the memories of the main character through his lucid dreams. I saw it a while ago, so I don't remember it vividly anymore, but what I do remember is the clever use of color and storytelling in general. I mean, so many people love it for a reason. Number 5. The Lathe of Heaven. This is a sci-fi movie released in 1980 based on the 1971 science fiction novel of the same name. In a tightly controlled, overpopulated society, a man discovers his dreams can reshape reality. His psychiatrist, seeing an opportunity, manipulates him to change the world. As reality shifts in unexpected ways, the man struggles to regain control of his own mind. The consequences of the premise of this movie are so similar to the ones that you get with time travel sometimes. And if you missed it, I made a video about time travel. And now that I'm thinking about this, there are so many similarities with the world of dreams. This movie specifically, the adaptation from 1980, because there is also a 2002 one. I haven't seen that. But this one, yes, has low budget effects, but the story is good and thought-provoking. And it's such a pity that the original was damaged so that we cannot get it in 4K or something, because it's probably one of the reasons why people won't watch the 1980 adaptation. I have no clue about the 2002 if it's better. I just heard people preferring the first one, but I don't know why. But the point is that in this story, you truly can see how much damage you can do if you have this kind of power, and how scary it can be if you cannot distinguish a dream from reality. Number 6. Coma. This is a Russian sci-fi adventure mystery released in 2019. After a strange accident, an architect wakes up in a chaotic dystopian world with no clear rules. He must figure out how this new world works while struggling to survive. As he searches for a way back to reality, the world around him grows increasingly unstable. This is similar to Inception when it comes to architecture, because not only the protagonist is an architect, his skills are also used in the building of this dream world, just as you can see in Inception. However, just like Korean dramas, this is a Russian movie, and Russian movies have a very specific feel to them, which is why I think they are not mainstream. And it's a pity, because they just go unnoticed despite having so cool plots. And even though they don't match the Hollywood level of expectations that people might have, they are still worth watching. And this one specifically has such a cool concept. I really recommend you watch it. Number 7. The Sandman. This is a fantasy supernatural horror initially released in 2022 based on a comic book of the same name. Dream, the cosmic being who controls all dreams, is imprisoned for over a century by a mortal wizard. After escaping, he must travel across different worlds and timelines to reclaim his lost tools. As he works to restore balance, he faces the chaos caused by his long absence. Unfortunately, The Sandman has been cancelled, but we are still getting the second season this year. Although I don't know if they had enough time to complete the story, since this wasn't the plan from the get-go. But either way, I have watched the first season, and I just wish there was more dream or dreaming in itself, because yes, the main character is Dream, but we see so much more of this world and we explore other characters, which are intriguing, don't get me wrong, but I wish I could see more of dreaming itself. There's something that reminds me of Chaos about the Sandman, and I don't know if it's just because when I watched both, they were completely unexpected stories to me. They really surprised me. There is some mythology in both, but unfortunately they both have been cancelled, so let's hope that at least the second season will give us a closure, because it would be awful otherwise. Number 8. In Your Dreams. This is a South African fantasy drama series released in 2023. Best friends Lloyd and Marcus reconnect with their childhood friend, now an antiquities dealer. During their meeting, they accidentally release an ancient spirit trapped in a statue. Soon they find themselves pursued by dangerous people hunting the powerful relic. This has a cool concept and an acceptable execution, because this is a South African drama, and I don't know if I'm simply not used to the South African style, and maybe I'm just missing the peculiarities of their type of production. But I fear that, just as I said about the Russian and Korean styles, I think most people are not open enough to see something different from the Hollywood kind of production. But if you want to see more about dreams and dreaming, you should check it out. Number 9. The Dream Walker. This is a Korean sci-fi action drama released in 2022. A girl joins a clinical trial and gains the ability to enter people's dreams and control their actions. When a serial killer terrorizes the city, she uses her power to help catch him. But she soon realizes the killer is far from ordinary. And this is the second Korean movie I was mentioning at the beginning. I just watched it and it's not bad at all. Just beware of the raw scenes, which are more at the beginning of the movie. And despite the risks that you can clearly see here, I wish someone would call me for a clinical trial about dreams, because I'm one of those who really can remember dreams the day after. I have tons of nightmares. I can lucid dream, as I told you, and I have recurring dreams as well. So I love to be lost in this world, and I wish someone could study or benefit from my world of dreams, because it's so rich. And again, since I remember them most of the time, and I wake up thinking about 3 or 4 different dreams, you know, maybe some therapist or some other scientist might benefit from my dreams. Number 10. Joseph, the King of Dreams. This is an animated biblical musical drama released in 2000, and it's an adaptation of the story of Joseph from the book of Genesis in the Bible. Joseph, a young man with the gift of prophetic dreams, faces betrayal and hardship. His journey leads him to a foreign land where his abilities shape his destiny in unexpected ways. This movie serves as a prequel to The Prince of Egypt, which again is an animated movie by DreamWorks. And no matter what you believe in, I think these 2 movies actually are awesome. And this one is specifically about dreams, which again is something we don't see that often in animation, maybe. And even though it's been a while since I watched this, I still remember vividly the dreams and the visuals of this movie specifically. So if you missed it, it's worth a watch. Now that you watched this, check out my Pantheon review, because if you love dreams, I believe you will enjoy it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.